Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. I am a little bit further along with my practice for YouTube. I bought a tripod as well as a new computer I will show. So you can see I have a new computer that I can use for example, Musician, which I use to learn my play with. And as well a new HDMI cable I have connected to the laptop. So with these new tools, I'm able to help you better with your path as well. What is your path? Your path can be whatever you choose it to be. I'm just documenting my path to show you how much hard work there is in writing a book, how much work it is to learn an instrument. And this is just the second month video, so I'm very happy how far I have progressed already. So also for you, if you want to learn something new, try to make a YouTube video out of it, because it does really work. So this is the second month. So we had one YouTube video that was in November, I believe. We got one YouTube video that's in December, and now we're in the YouTube video of January. I'm trying to make this a weekly thing, but it's gonna be hard because I've been busy. I've been a very busy bee. But I will show you, that's the first part of this video, how I have progressed as a musician. And it's been a hard road. It's 10 minutes practice each day, which is already hard to do if your mind is constantly thinking about the book. It's because I'm writing a book, if you don't know already. And this book will be released on the 17th of February. So 17th of February is the release of the book. And right now I have a lot of people working on it, and a lot of people, in my opinion, is anything outside of me is a lot of people already. So I have Shamugam, which is a blog writer. He has written a blog about Kriya Yoga, about any kind of yoga, to be honest. And you should definitely check him out and look at his videos as well, which are very, very nice to watch. He knows a lot about yoga, and he knows a lot about unity that I'm also striving for. I want unity for the whole world so we can make a better place for all of us. I also working together with Luke. He's an artist. You will see him featured in one of my other videos as well. He made the music Be Kind to Yourself, and that music is written by Pete O.D. So he did not write it himself, just to make sure that you know. He did not write it himself, but he did perform it, and it was a beautiful performance. So I really loved watching it, and hopefully you watch it as well, you love it as well. What else? Yeah, I have multiple people working on it. So let me just see. I had Samin. Samin is working on the art. Samin, what I'm working with Samin together with is try to make my book look like The Secret, like The Power in this case. So you can see the beautiful artwork that's in it. I am working on making that happen as well, but if I make that happen, you have to understand the price of the book will go up as well, because it is an investment from my side to make sure that the book looks good for you as the reader. So keep that in mind when you buy the book. It's gonna be around 24.11 euros, so 24 euros and 11 cents. The reason why the price is so high is because of the artwork that I put inside of the book. And also, of course, the content of the book. This book will change your life. So, you know, if you read the book from front to cover, it means that your life will literally figuratively be changed. So make sure that if you're able to purchase a book for 24.11, that you read it. Don't just buy the book, just read it, because this book will change your life. This is a big promise, but I know for sure it will be. All right, let's get started. So let's start with my practice with the ukulele. Ukulele has been kind to me. I mean, like the music that you can make from it is such a soothing music. Like for me, example, I love to just play a melody. So my finger picking has improved. So let me just show you, and I'm just gonna not focus on the camera right now, else I get distracted. So one moment. That's a little bit of finger picking. I get a little bit nervous because normally I do this alone, but now I have an audience, so bear with me. I'm gonna play some music. I will show you. I have my laptop here, and I have a big screen there. I'm gonna perform a little bit of a play that I normally would perform if I am alone or if I have my girlfriend next to me. By the way, my girlfriend is now not my girlfriend anymore. We're official partners in this country. So we've signed a paper for it. So that's a big step for me. So just let you know as a reader or as a viewer. I'm gonna play it now and let's see how I will perform. Still a little bit loud. Let me try again. Okay, so for the non-musicians of you, this sounded like terrible. For the other musicians of you, are like, oh, this guy is in progress. For me, I see it as progress. Second thing of all, thank you for your attention. You made it this far. It's hard to get this far in YouTube videos, so I applaud to you. Thank you for getting to this point. Now we're going to the real shit. I'll just put it in. So when I make a YouTube video, you have to understand I use this YouTube video to get rid of the people that cannot pay attention. So now we are going to talk to the people that have paid attention. So the book will be released on the 17th of February. 7th of February, the book will be about non-duality. So non-duality means that you see the world as yourself. As yourself means everything outside of you. So anything that you consider you, anything outside of it is you as well. So whenever you feel like the world is against you, it's because you are not adjusted to the world. To give an example, whenever you're angry and you notice that the world outside of you is getting angry at you, it means that the world is basically reflecting yourself at you. So sometimes you don't see your own emotions when you are yelling it out to another person. So when you don't notice, the other person is going to react to you as you are reacting to the other person. And I have to say, I'm so sorry, but I have to say this as well. Anything outside of you, like for example, this water, like this copper. Like you would say this is just copper, but this copper is here as a particular kind of frequency. So you have to understand that if copper is a particular kind of frequency to create copper in front of us, it's materialized. You can see this is real copper. Um, when you, for example, put water in it, it will have the frequency of copper working on the water. So you have to understand, even things outside of yourself, they are you as well. Okay, now I'm going to talk about what my book is good for. So the book, if you consider 4 kinds of people, and these 4 kinds of people are based on the book from Vishen Lakhiani, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. If you have 4 kinds of people, you got the first level of people. The first level of people are the people living in the culture scape, which is basically people living their lives thinking that everything they see outside of themselves is the real reality. It is true, everything they perceive outside of themselves is true, but it's also not true. How do I explain that? Okay, you grow up as a baby. Baby learns a lot from their parents. Baby learns a lot from their friends. Baby learns a lot from nature. Baby learns a lot from pain. Baby keeps growing up with a particular idea what keeps them safe, which is the ego. Ego is saying, don't do that, that's not safe. Ego is saying to you, don't do that, that's not safe. So that's the ego. Like, the ego is basically guarding you from the moment that you wake up as a baby to the moment that you are, well, if you're still not released from the ego, to what you are right now and that you're watching this video. And if you're old, like if you're like above 60, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you that you took this long to learn from me. But let's just keep that for now. Let's just keep that down, because you have to understand, you can learn from everybody. Everybody is your guru. But anyways, I'm digressing. First level is culturescape. So basically everything that you learned from when you were a child to where you are now, that is the culturescape. That is level 1 of awakening. Then you have level 2. Level 2 means, how do I explain this? So you have 2 sayings in Zen Buddhism. In Zen Buddhism you have Satori and you have Kensho. And this is also something that I learned from Michael Beckwith. If you ever join mindvalley.com, if you hear Mindvalley, he's the author of Mindvalley. If you ever join mindvalley.com, they have a good way of explaining it. So Michael Beckwith is mentioning, like, once you reach a painful awakening, which is a Kensho awakening, which I had in Bali, it means that you had some kind of psychosis, as they would say, like you lost touch with reality. And losing touch with reality means that you had a particular idea of something, and that particular idea of something got destroyed. So you have to understand that if you're living a particular kind of life, in a particular kind of ego, once that gets destroyed, then you have a Kensho moment. And as Vishen Lakhiani mentioned, it's called a beautiful destruction. That's how it feels like. It feels like you are being destroyed completely, because everything you thought was true is suddenly not true anymore. And that's basically what I call a Kensho moment. Now, for anybody watching this, it's very important that if you watch this, you have to watch it from the beginning to the end. If you get this video out of context, people will use this video against you. So just make sure that if you want to know the real truth, you have to look from it from the author's YouTube. Don't take it from anything else. Okay, next one is Satori. Satori means that you go to a class, and if you go to the class, you get particular kind of instructions, and then you get what they call in the book from I forgot his name, 7 Habits of Effective Thinkers, the 7 Habits, Stephen Covey, that's the one. So Stephen Covey mentioned paradigm shifts. You get a paradigm shift, like you have an aha moment, and that's what you get when you fall into the when you go into the Satori moment. It's like, wow, I did not know, and now I know. You know, so that is the second level of thinking. Then you go to the third level. Third level means that you start a practice. In my practice, I do the following. I do something called Nada Yoga. Nada Yoga means that you use the vibrations of joy and happiness to affect other people. What are the joy and happiness of the... Okay, perfect. I will answer the question for you, okay? When you play music and the music comes from your heart, that's Nada Yoga. When you talk and the people listen, that is Nada Yoga. When you love yourself and you love what you're doing, that is Nada Yoga. And very important, and this is something I learned from Sadhguru, if you watch this video about Nada Yoga, if you use your voice in a particular way, that is Nada Yoga. If you go like, that is Nada Yoga. By putting your fears and putting your anger inside of the words, that is Nada Yoga. By meditating on the word Om, that is Nada Yoga. Oh, I'm so blissful right now. Okay, anyways, I have to keep making this video. So, once you have a practice, which I have on the third level, which is practice, how can you make sure that you feel bliss at all times? There's a saying called Kutashta Shaitanga, and that's from this book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, from Paramahansa Yogananda. He is talking about something that his teacher, Lahari Mahasaya, hopefully I pronounced it correctly, he mentioned his teacher said, you have to be able to operate from the Kutashta Shaitanga. And that is what I'm doing. I'm making this video. I don't have to make this video. I'm doing it for you. You know, if you, right now it's 17 minutes in, I'm making this video for you so I can teach you how to reach the Kutashta Shaitanga, how you can reach the spiritual heart that is inside you. Like if you normally follow the Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini goes from your energy centers from the back up to the energy centers of your head. But most people, they try to keep the Kundalini in their head, which is the wrong thing to do. You have to make it back into the heart, the spiritual heart that you have. Again, I'm just using concepts. The concepts you can ignore if you are already very advanced. So again, if you're level 3, it means that you understand there's more to reality as you see it, and you are practicing that. So if you're a scientist, you are a scientist living on level 3. You are an atheist living on level 3. You are a yogi living on level 3. You are a bhakta living on level 3. Bhakta is somebody that practices bhakti yoga. Again, level 3, hopefully it's clear. Then you reach my level. And again, I'm not saying this with ego attached. I'm just saying it with what I am. I am operating from consciousness that is constantly on the Kutashta Shaitanga. So if you want to put it in concepts or in words, I'm operating from the love frequency at all times. So whenever I talk to you, I do it because I love you. And it's a hard concept to grasp, but it's true. Everything I do it because I love humans, I love animals, and I love the world. And most of you are like, look at the world right now, it looks like shit. I agree with you, it looks like shit. That's why you have to make it better. Again, if you're here watching at 19 minutes, well done. If you're here just scrolling through the video like, oh, I don't know where I have to go, good job as well. Just go back to the beginning of the video and watch it from the beginning. If you are a reporter and this video is like, oh, I have to find my facts about this guy, watch the video from the beginning, please, because it's very important that you watch from the beginning. Same thing with my book. If you want to read my book, read it from the beginning until the end. You do not skip anything of my book. So, reaching the 4th level means that you are constantly operating from the same frequency. And it's very important that you know that if you operate from this frequency, there's going to be people around you that don't understand you. And if that's the case for you, if you have people around you that do not understand you, either find somebody that does. That person you can call a guru. I do not have any gurus. I have my books, and I will show you my books. Oh, I can just grab it like this. So basically, I have my book. This is a good book to read. This is definitely a good book to read. And I would say the best books to read are the people that are already dead. So the teachers that are already dead. Lao Tzu, for example, read his book Tao Te Ching. Very good book to read as well if you're lost is this book. This book is from Baba Ram Dass. Very highly recommended if once you start awakening to read his book as well. And also, even though most people don't like him as a person anymore, don't neglect his teachings. Culadasa was a teacher of the Dharma. This book is a lifesaver. So it's called The Mind Illuminated. So make sure that you read a book, you start a practice with reading books, because if anybody tells you something that is inside of a book and you do not read the book yourself, that means you're being manipulated. So make sure you read the book first before you start to listen to somebody that says they read the book, because that version of the book can be corrupted. Like, for example, I don't want to touch this, but I have to. If you look at the teachings of the Islam religion, the Quran is a very peaceful book. The Quran is a very peaceful book. But if you listen to people that read the book in the wrong way, then you will start to get manipulated. So make sure that you listen to the video and you watch the video before you do anything else. I think I'm gonna remove that part of this video. Like, I have to remove that part. So again, I have to, but let's see what happens if I don't. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to where we were. Yeah, it's actually quite dangerous what I just mentioned. So I have to be really careful. Again, if you are watching this video, I trust you as a person not to edit my video in such a wrong way that I will get in danger. Because if I do get in danger, I cannot spread the message of Nada Yoga. And I'm pretty sure Nada Yoga is what the world needs right now. All right, we are at 23 minutes and 34 seconds. I just wanted to mention to you that the book will be released very shortly. If you feel like your world is against you, be sure to buy this book. It will change your life. I'm saying this with the honesty that I have. It will change the life that you have. Like, if you're living in pain, if you're living in suffering, if you're living not happy, this book will change your life. And I mean this. This is not just some kind of marketing scheme. This book will fucking change your life. And sorry I said the word fucking, because I want to really make it clear that this book will change your life. And this also reminds me to put the filter on for not children to watch this. So let's keep it to the adults. This video is not for the children to watch. Unless you are a highly advanced child, then of course you can watch this video. I'm not going to stop you. Okay, perfect. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Like, again, I invested because my previous laptop broke. I'm also living in poverty in a way. So my laptop broke, so I had to buy a new laptop so I can continue my work. With this laptop, I will eventually edit these videos. And also I have a tripod. I will show you. I bought this tripod as well. So the video can be recorded in such a beautiful way that, you know, I don't have to move around with it. If you are currently still stuck in a mode where you think the world is against you, please know that you are not alone. And there's many of us, many of people that try to change the world that are here for you. If you want to join a community, there's a community led by Lucy. Lucy is a good friend of mine that I met on the Remembering Ram Dass community. Please join our community. And if you join our community, you will find the love that you seek. It's called a Sangha. In like, if you look for Sangha, Sangha means a spiritual community. It's a beautiful spiritual community to be in. Just contact me and I will get you in contact with Luz, and Luz will help you get into the community, because she needs to make sure that the people that join us, they are good people, not bad people. So just to let you know. I'm going to release this video on YouTube now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your attention. Your attention is very much valued. As they say, you can pay a lot of things with money, but attention you cannot buy. It has to be given. So thank you for giving me your attention. I highly value your attention and watching this video for almost 27 minutes. Congratulations, you did well. If you ever wanted to book me as your teacher, just know there's a price attached to it. Again, I'm not saying this for ego. I'm saying this, if you need me as your guru, if you need me as your teacher, I can be. But you have to make sure that it's worth my while, because my time is valuable. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate you. Bless you. Om Namo Narayani. I bless you, and also my deity blesses you as well. Have a great day and enjoy life, because that's what we're here for. Enjoy.